Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. This is going to be your full moon reading for the month of November for all of my water signs. So my Pisces, my Cancers, and my Scorpios. If you have those placements in your chart, this is the reading for you. Now I did your pre-shuffle and you did have one card to come out, which I keep the cards when they come out. You had the Two of Wands and you just got the Ace of Wands. So before I started this reading, my phone completely, I was setting up my phone to record, and my phone completely, it didn't shut off, it just got stuck, it got jammed, and I couldn't figure out how to reboot it and all that stuff. And I asked Spirit, okay, what is this signifying? You know, what messages am I supposed to give around what is happening with this? And the message I got is for you to take a step back and take a pause to reflect on something, to reflect. And when we're talking about this full moon phase that we're in, for me, the full moon equates to full circle, full cycle, new cycle. So full moon is a time to release. It's a time for you to release what doesn't serve you well. It's a time to release emotions that you may have kept locked in or bottled up on the inside. It's a time to release into the universe, release to the ancestors, release to the spirit world what is holding you back. And when we talk about release, y'all, it's also about what I want to project as well. So we're going to talk a little bit about that later in the reading, because I want to introduce you to a ritual that I do that helps with that. So we're going to finish this and then I'll go more into that. So you had the Two of Wands, which is fire sign energy. It says make bold and ambitious choices. Great progress is possible. Important relationships with people who share your vision. So this, like I said, reminds me, number one is about taking action. It's about taking action in a specific area in your life. And when it talks about connecting with people who see your vision, that goes back to what you may be being asked to release to the universe, and it may just be released in a request to the universe to guide those people to you. You may not know who they are, but it could also mean severing ties with people who don't serve that purpose, who don't align with that vision for your life, like whatever the ultimate vision is. And like I said, this could be love, it could be business, it could be personal. What does not align, I'm telling you, that is the theme. That's the theme of every reading. When you're talking about the fool's journey through the tarot, that is the theme of it. So I don't care how many readers you listen to, how many of these tarot readings you watch, that is the underlying message. Releasing as you go on this journey, connecting with what serves you and moves you to the next phase of the journey through the new cycle, and releasing what does not. That's exactly what it is. So this is what, to me, what this is talking about. Partnering with people who share your vision, but taking the time out in this phase, in this coming to full circle phase, to release who and what does not align with that, okay? Because then you have the Ace of Pentacles, new beginning, new opportunity. Not Ace of Pentacles, I'm sorry, the Ace of Wands, new beginning, new opportunity that is coming to you in the form of an idea. It says a gift of passion, opportunity, and inspiration. The chance to do something amazing, a sense of wonder. And why would you want to be doing this, have this opportunity, sharing it with people who don't want to celebrate you, who don't even see your potential. They don't see the magic in your vision. They don't feel the way you feel about your ideas. They don't feel the way you feel about yourself or your gifts and your talents. This is a season, I don't care what sign you are, this is a season for all of us to really be taking that inventory and saying, who and what moves me forward? Who and what makes me better? Who and what helps me grow? You know, so like I said, with this full moon cycle, that is what the full moon is pretty much intended to do. It's intended to help you release. And this could be in the form of, like I said, full moon rituals, where you do candles and stuff. Or it could also be just you sitting and being intentional about journaling. Okay, let's see. Yeah, choices. You got the Seven of Cups. Seven of Cups. That is about making a decision. And this is what I was about to say. Sitting and journaling. And this is something I had to get used to. is sitting, because I always try to keep a mental Rolodex of everything. Like, oh, I can remember, I just keep it in my head. And sometimes I'm really good with that. But putting it on paper is something different. So whether you put it in a journal or not, weigh your pros and cons. It was something that I saw a few days ago. And it's a certain cycle we were in cosmically. And it was talking about at that time to make a list of 7 things that you want to release over the next year, because we're going into a new year. That's why I say we talk about these new cycles and new energies and new year. You're going into a new year. It's going to be a new cycle, a new phase of your life. So they talked about 7 things you want to release and 7 things that you want to bring in. You want to embrace or experience over the course of the next year. So I would advise you do that. It doesn't have to be 7 things. It could be less. It could be more. But when you're taking this inventory and I'm not saying for the new year, I mean for during this new moon cycle, throughout the duration, and you can't just do it. You can do it for the year. But you have to think about what and I mean really be intentional, y'all, and think about what you want to let go of. What you want to let go of and what you want to bring in. Because like I said, that release can also be, it can be cord cutting and letting go and walking away from people and things. But it can also be, what do I want to project into the world? When I go out into the world, what do I want people to hear when I speak? What do I want people to see when they look at me? What do I want them to feel or experience when they're in my presence? What do I want to project? If you could write your own story, if you could paint your own portrait of who you are and what you are truly capable of, what would that look like? That is what you need to think about as you're moving through this new moon cycle. And sometimes you can do these release rituals. You can write them on a bay leaf and burn the bay leaf. Excuse me. You can write them on a piece of paper, burn that, and say a prayer intention as you burn that, and give gratitude for what is coming to you. You can do a white candle, and I'll show you kind of how to walk through the white candle thing. So this is the 7 of Cups. It says, time to make a decision. Be clear on what you want and take action. A need for detoxification. Didn't I just say that when I see fire signs and wands, I think about the energy of fire, and I think action every time I see it. And I don't just think that when I see knights, because people associate the knights with action. But when I see fire, I think action, like very specific action, and action that is passionate, because you talk about the fire aspect of it. But I mean, it's full of passion, but it makes a statement too. It does what it sets out to do. It's a type of passion that does what it sets out to do. So this card is just a reiteration of that. Being clear about what you want, who you are, and what you want, and what you need to release to be able to get that. Moving through this full moon cycle. Okay. And I think when it says this a need to detox, sometimes that can be a physical thing. That could be, detox, doing a fast, doing a water fast, or doing a fruit veggie fast or something like that. Cutting certain things out of your diet. But when we think about diet, we're not just thinking what we feed our body physically. You got to think about what you're feeding yourself, what you're watching on TV, what you're feeding yourself mentally, emotionally, and who you're allowing to verbally pour into you. So maybe you need to detox, and sometimes that can be from people and situations that, like I said, don't align with you anymore. I'm telling you, y'all are in a phase, specifically and especially water signs. We're in a powerful season of transition, and I mean huge transformative energy for us. And we have to be in this space where we're more aware, not just emotionally, but logically too. And you have the 8 of Pentacles. Take great pride in your excellent work. Practice makes perfect. Consider getting additional education or training. I think this is talking about if there is something that you, like I said, once you take this inventory, I think this is, to me, is just more inventory. It is saying, okay, now that I've completed my process of elimination, spiritually, physically, emotionally, financially, whatever that is for me. Now that I've done that, let me reel in my intention, making it a very clear plan. What do I, and that's why I think it's time to make a decision and be clear on what you want in this 7 of Cups. How can I reel this in a little bit more? How can I hone it in and make it where I'm very much specific about what I want moving forward? You know, some people might consider that like New Year's resolutions. I don't consider it. I think this is a definitely more detailed than making a resolution to do something in the new year that you're not going to stick to. I think this is making a very detailed and specific plan that is realistic and that is very much doable for you, not just emotionally but physically moving into this new energy. And it may take it, not like I said, if it's something business related or something, it may take you doing some research, and that doesn't even have to be business related. If it's spiritual, it may take you reading and learning or finding some type of information online, going to a retreat or something that aligns with what you're trying to do or accomplish for yourself. Self-mastery. How can I make myself better? You know, so I think this speaks a lot more to that. And it's saying, when you're talking about this Two of Wands, and it's talking about making bold and ambitious choices. So that's what, 3 cards you got to hear about choices. So if you're making these choices and you're making clear what it is you want and what you're trying to accomplish, I think this speaks to this 8 of Pentacles also speaks to you being consistent with that. Because it says practice makes perfect. So it's saying to number one, not just take pride in what your work moving forward, like what's going to open up for you. I think you have to keep in mind, 2 water signs, that give yourself credit for how far you've come. Because I don't think we do that. I don't think we give ourselves enough credit for what we've accomplished, how far we've come, because we're so busy working on the next thing or trying to get the thing that we have up to a certain standard that we think is going to be socially acceptable. And we're not taking the time to take inventory and say, okay, and even if I'm looking at my channel, I got maybe 60 something subscribers. I look at that 60 something subscribers like 60,000 subscribers, because I remember when I went from zero, when I started with 0. You know, I'm not on social media, any social media platform, except Instagram, but I don't really post on it. So going from 0 to that was a milestone for me. It's a big deal to me. So I'm like celebrating those small wins because it matters. And then keep being consistent, putting in the time, putting in the effort, putting in the work. Like I said, whether that is you trying to get yourself together physically, you want to be more healthy on the outside. You want to be more healthy on the inside with your spiritual self, your innermost self, putting in the time and the work and being consistent, whether that's prayer, that's fasting, that's meditation, that's taking your nature walks, whatever that's doing your yoga, whatever that is. You know, so being consistent with what you give to, based off of what you're trying to receive, what you want to get out of life, what you want to get out of your passionate pursuits, what you want to get out of your relationships, okay? Let's take a few more. Thank you, Archangel, Ancestor, Spirit Guide. Show us what you have, okay? You got a lot of wand energy here. A lot of fire energy. You got a lot of wand energy, okay? Because now you have, so you got, and here's the thing. Here's the thing, y'all. That will tell me our water signs. Spirit got some good stuff for us. I'm a water sign. So you got the 3 of Wands. So here again, you got the Ace of Wands, you got the 2 of Wands, and then you got the 3 of Wands. To me, that's progression. You got 1, 2, 3. That's progression. So whatever you're passionately pursuing, whatever you're putting your heart, your soul, whatever into, Spirit is like, if you're doing the work, if you stay the course, be consistent with doing the work and putting in the time and putting in the effort to make it better, to make you better. In whatever area this is, y'all. You know, Spirit is saying you're going to make progress, but 1, 2, 3, that progress is made one step at a time. One step at a time. That's why I said take the time to celebrate the small wins. You are progressing. You're moving forward on your path, and you're on the right path. If you weren't, you'd be regressing, not progressing. Okay? And so this 3 of Wands talks about prosperity arising from wise planning. Take time to take the next step. Optimistic plans that turn out as expected. This is, there was another card here that talked about planning. It was this one, this 7 of Cups, about making a very detailed plan and being very specific about what it is you want. And then you go from here, from the 2 of Wands saying great progress is possible, to this one saying that great progress is prosperity arising from wise planning. And now it's time for you to take the next step. So like I said, you are progressing. Like I said, this is a time for, I'm going to say, more focus on what you do within and how it projects without. So those two are equal give and take of self, with self and of self, and spirit too. And I think that this speaks to that in a way where it's saying, okay, you're doing your inner work. Because when we're doing stuff, when we're talking about finances and love and stuff like that, when I think about romantic love and I think about business and finance and all that stuff I feel like is outer stuff. I think that stuff is a reflection of what inner work has been done. And it's not always the case. That don't mean that because somebody has a lot of money, they did some kind of spiritual work to get it. They just probably out here working their ass off, and that's how they got it. You know, I don't think you have to be connected to anything divine to be financially prosperous. But I feel like in this reading, Spirit is telling you the inner work counts just as much as the outer work. The balance between those two is very important, and that is what is gauging the progress. And it may seem like slow progress, but I don't see anything here that says it's slow progress. And I'm saying that because this Seven of Cups energy about making the decision makes me think that you are kind of in your head about what the next step even is. Whether that's relationship, business, finance, whatever it is, physical, mental, emotional, what is the next step? So, and then you have the release the past. There's a more enriching future coming. Let go and let God. So, that's why I said what I was getting to about this in your mind about you not knowing what the next step is. Because I feel like you are in your head about what you should be doing, or if what you're doing is actually working, if it's the right thing to even be doing. And Spirit is telling you it is. Just stay on the path. Stay on the path that you're on, slowly but surely. Slow and steady wins the race. You don't need to be looking next to you, see who's behind you coming up. Spirit's like, no, this is your race. This is your journey. This new cycle is for you. You've done the work. You had to move yourself forward. Now, there may have been people along the path to help you in doing that, but ultimately, you're doing the work to move yourself forward. Okay? All right, let's see what else we got. Just ancestors. You got more new I'm telling you, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, y'all water signs. I'm telling y'all. Spirit, new cycle, new beginnings. You got the Ace of Swords here. Okay? A wonderful new idea. Don't allow bumps in the road to hinder your progress. Clear up communication. So here again, this is Spirit saying, make that detailed plan. Don't be in your head about what the decision, trying to be all of you know, this is not an air sign card about being in your head. But like I said, this is about having all these options. That's why I think taking that inventory. Because the Seven of Cups, usually it's a card with a guy standing in front of 7 different cups with all this different stuff coming out. So each option may present something that looks appealing, but what is the right option for that person at that point in time? You don't choose options that don't serve you well at this phase of the journey. So make that very detailed plan. Spirit is like, hey, your progress is going to be rewarded. You're making progress, and it is going to be rewarded, and it is going to yield the results. You got a gift of passion. You got this Ace of Wands out here, gift of passion and opportunity. Then you got this one saying new ideas. So Spirit is telling you, keep going. Whatever you are doing is working. It may not seem like it's working, but this process, this part of the process is necessary. It's necessary for who you are becoming and where you are going. And that's why I tell y'all, make sure you are gleaning the lessons, because you're going to need those lessons. You're going to need to review them, revisit them when you come across these bumps in the road that may be holding you back. And Spirit's like, let go. Let go and let us lead you. Okay? Let go. All right, let's get a couple more and I'll move to another deck, and then we'll do some oracle cards to clarify. And you got the Three of Pentacles. So, got everything out here. So you got Three of Pentacles. Do what you love. A time of great personal growth in your career or artistic endeavors. Working with others in a cooperative manner. This goes back to me to this Two of Wands energy. Making sure you're partnering with the right people when these new opportunities come. And like I said, over here when I read y'all, it don't matter if it's love, it don't matter if it's business. Put it where it goes. I read from everywhere and everything. So if you know it's business and you're trying to get a business off the ground and you need to partner with more, hey, that's what this is talking about. If it's love related, it ain't no different. You still want to partner in life with somebody who has the same vision as you, or has a vision that meshes well with yours. Your vision complements theirs, theirs complements yours. Okay? So that to me is what this Three of Pentacles speaks to. And this person is really putting in the work. Like he is focused on what he loves doing. And that goes back to this Eight of Pentacles. Doing what you love and getting the education and all the information and the wherewithal to move you forward on the path that you want to be on. But like I said, as you're moving into this full moon energy, like what do you want? Like what exactly is it that you want? Because sometimes we make these in petitions to spirit, to God, to the universe, prayers, intentions, whatever, and we're not clear. We're not even clear on what we want. We keep going back and forth and trying to choose a different cup. And say, okay, well, I want a cup of love at this season in my life. I'm lonely today. And then tomorrow, I'm good. I'm good emotionally. God, just give me more spiritual growth and wisdom. And, be clear on what you're asking spirit to partner with you on. So you're going to partner with other people in life. You partner with spirit too. So spirit is like, be clear on what you want us to help you with. They're allowing you to lead the charge on this. So this one you have the King of Cups, warm, generous, honorable, refined. Yes, it is safe to trust, the ability to accomplish many things at once. Follow your creative passion. You got a lot of cards out here about following and doing what you love. And then when I think about the King of Cups, that's somebody who is emotionally healthy. To me, I wouldn't say that person is emotionally healthy. They know who they are and they know what they want. And this is water sign energy. I think this is the only water card you have out here other than this Seven of Cups. So you go from trying to pick an option, trying to make a decision, and working on your plan to be clear, to being in an emotional stable place to say, okay, I know who I am and I know what I want. My emotions are in a powerful and empowered way. And then you got divine guidance, you got Archangel Raphael right behind him to support you. So Spirit is telling you, we are here and you can do this. And like I said, when it talks about that, the ability to accomplish many things at once, I think that goes back to when we talking about all these choices we have. Being able to say, hey, I can improve myself mentally, spiritually, physically, financially, emotionally, and still ask for a loving relationship to come into my life. The best partners in business and making my ideas come to fruition and giving life to those things. You can still do that in a healthy, balanced way. So if you're going to choose more than one cup, make a very detailed plan and be very specific with yourself and to spirit about what it is you need, what you want versus what you need. Okay? All right, let me pull some cards from another deck. And then we'll get some oracles to clarify and see what else Spirit is telling us here. All right, okay, just answer Spirit, guys. What else do you have? So like these full Pisces, Cancer, and Scorpio, as they are in this full moon, new cycle, new phase. Let me tell you something. This is a repeat. Let me tell y'all something, water signs. So you got the Ace of Wands again. Okay? Got the Ace of Wands in the first deck. Okay, let me remind you what that said. The gift of passion, opportunity, and inspiration. The chance to do something amazing. A sense of wonder. Spirit's going to blow your mind. And it's, be clear, I'm telling you. Get clear on what you want. Be very specific. Write that plan out. I don't care if you're trying to bake cupcakes. I don't care if you're trying to sell socks. I don't care if you're trying to start a YouTube channel just talking about self-love. Spirit is like, have a very detailed plan. Be clear about what you want that to look like. If it's weight loss and trying to get your body in the best shape you want to be, and just being healthy overall, what does that look like? Are you going to go vegetarian? Are you going to go vegan? Or are you just going to start eating fish and chicken? What does that look like? Are you going to exercise 3 days a week? You're going to start doing yoga? You're going to go walking more in nature? What does that look like for you? You see what I mean when I talk about all those options? There's so many ways to do all of those things, but what aligns with you and what you want, what you need, and where you're going. Spirit is saying, do it. Make it plain. Write the vision and make it plain, because we here to breathe life on it. We here to help you make it happen. Remember, you got to do the work too, though. So you got the Ace of Wands out here twice again. An exciting new opportunity. Career advancement. Change your life now. Like I said, this could be career for some of y'all. It may not be, but it's still a call from the divine to change your life, because you have the power to do it. And then, as if that wasn't enough, if you got the Ace of Cups and the Ace of Wands came out at the same time. So, like I said, whatever you want this to be, if you want it to be love, it's here. You got the emotional fulfillment. A new opportunity to have emotional fulfillment that brings you something great emotionally. That goes back to this one where it says a sense of wonder. So whatever this new thing is in this new season, this new cycle, this new phase that Spirit is doing for you, it is going to make you feel good. It's going to lift your spirits in the way that they're needed to be lifted. So it says, falling in love or the resurgence of a relationship. Like I said, it could be love, but it could be another friendship or something. Business relationship, spiritual growth, and enhanced intuition, a new home. So anything. So you got all the aces out here at this point. You got the Ace of Wands twice. You got the Ace of Cups. You got the Ace of Swords. You don't have the Ace of Pentacles yet. But Spirit is telling you whatever you want, you literally can have it. You do not have to look for a reading to tell you that love is coming in, that money is coming in. Spirit is telling you that all the time, because you can have it. The only point of these readings is to tell you what path helps you get there. What stuff do I need to release when I'm in this full moon, coming full circle? And that's what that's about. Reviewing, and releasing. When we came full circle, so coming from the new moon up into this full moon, what lessons did I learn? So I can take review of my life and myself, my emotions, whatever that is, from that time till now. If I take review of that, what did I learn that I can keep and take with me on the road ahead? And what do I need to release that doesn't serve me on the road ahead? Okay? That is what that is. That's as simple as I can say it. Okay? So you got your Ace of Cups out here. You got your Ace of Wands again. So something new is coming in for you. Okay? Then you got the Strength card. The Strength card, it says, great inner strength, release harsh judgments, forgiveness and compassion. Release, release, release. That is what the full moon's energy is about. Letting go. Releasing who and what does not serve you. Whether it's thoughts about yourself, misconceptions about other people, lack mentality, whatever it is. Heartache, heartbreak. Spirit is saying, let it go. This goes back to this, that let go and let God. Peace, peace. You're moving forward in peace. Spirit is saying, no, let it go. We got something better for you. We got something better for you. And you are strong enough to keep going. I know a lot of y'all water signs, a lot of us water signs are like, damn, I'm so tired of hearing it's going to come and it's going to be good and it's going to be that. Well, it can be. If you have gotten this far, what is it going to serve you to turn around and go back the other way? It's not going to serve you well to do that. If you have gotten this far, you're a lot stronger than you think you are. Give yourself credit for how far you have come. It took strength to get this far. Even if things ain't perfect, it took strength to get this far. Give yourself credit for what you've accomplished. You deserve that credit. You owe yourself that. And cut out people moving into this new cycle that make you feel otherwise. Okay? And you got the Four of Cups. This is another one. When I'm missing an opportunity, discontentment or boredom, open your eyes to the possibilities. Open your eyes to the possibilities. And like I said, reviewing the past with compassion. Through eyes of compassion, what did I learn? What did I learn? So if I'm going to look back, because you know the Four of Cups in the traditional tarot is, and this is an angel tarot card deck, but in the traditional tarot, it's the person looking at the three cups spilled on the ground, and there's an angelic figure behind them offering another cup. Don't miss that opportunity. And I feel like Spirit is putting so much stuff on your path, signs, synchronicities, opportunities. You won't be able to miss that. Like if you miss that opportunity, it's going to be because you didn't even try. And I'm not getting the energy that y'all not trying, because like I said, you're on this path and you are progressing on the path. So I see this as Spirit is saying, don't get caught up in looking at the past. And I'm telling you, when you think about that 3 cups on the ground and that 1 cup behind, we look at that ratio of, I done been through so much hell. I got more hell I can count than happiness. You know, more situations around hell and heartache than I have around happiness. But Spirit is saying, oh, they finna open the floodgates on happy times and new opportunities, happy times for you. Okay? Let's get one more and then we'll do some clarifying cards. Thank you, Archangel, Ancestors, Spirits, and Guides. Then you got the King of Wands. So you got the King of Wands, you got the King of Cups. Motivational, idealistic, ambitious, and charismatic. Focus, focus, focus. Communicate with vision. Be a leader. Advice from someone creative. It was something here that I was talking about focus, that focus ties into. But there's also something here to talk about this one. This Ace of Swords talks about clearing up communication issues with others. So sometimes, like I said, this stuff is without and within. And I advise when you're looking at tarot or any advice of inspiration, motivation, look at it in both ways. Look at how it affects things that are going on outside of you, that are beyond your control or may be beyond your control, and things that are going on inside of you. Like how I'm thinking, how I'm feeling, how I perceive myself, how I perceive what is my worldview based off, and all that stuff. So I think when I'm thinking about those communication problems, how am I communicating to myself? How do I communicate with others? How do I allow others to communicate with me? So I think Spirit is saying, that goes back to this making this very detailed plan. That's what I'm saying. As you're moving forward through this energy, like I said, make that plan and focus on what it is you want, what you need to release, and what you want to call in, you know. And when I do this is what I do, and I'm going to put this on my altar tonight, is I always do a gratitude candle, just a plain like one of these, a white 7-day candle. I get something simple as this. It can be plain. This one has the Lord's Prayer on it. And sometimes I do them like with this one that has, this was one I burned. You see how clean that is? It has a guardian angel on it. But when I do these, I don't dress these candles, meaning I don't put herbs or anything on them. Most I do is sage them, because to me is a divine presence here. To me, this represents divine source for me. And I do that because it keeps me very much grounded and intentional about the energy that I am projecting. So I will put this on my altar tonight. I'm not going to dress this one, and the only thing I put on this is thank you. It's a gratitude. I use it for gratitude. Thank you. So as I'm telling you to take inventory of your life and you're writing out the 7 things that you want, or the things that you want to bring in and the things you want to release moving through this new cycle, get a white candle. Don't write nothing but thank you on it. If it's a plain white candle, you can write thank you all the way around it, but I write it going up because I'm sending it out into the universe, right? Or I write it on the bottom, thank you. That's all I say is thank you. And I make it my business to be intentional. Every time I pass my altar and I look at that candle, to be intentional that my mind is flowing in the vibe, in the energy of gratitude. That my actions and my words are expressing gratitude to the divine for all that you have taught me from the new moon on to the full moon. Thank you for all the things that have come into my life anew. Thank you for all the things that I can now release, because I know that I no longer need them. And I'm going to tell you this, when you're burning these candles, I say be mindful and assess the intention, but not to be caught up in how the candle is burning. But, and you don't have to do a 7-day candle. If you want to just do a regular candle for you in an area that you meditate in, a nice scented candle. But I always make sure it's white for me, because that represents the divine for me. But I pay attention to how the candle burns, because to me, it is a reflection of my energy. So if I give a candle that starts to get black at the top, or the candle's burning weird, I don't mess with the candle. I let it do the work it's going to do, but I make sure I'm doing the work I need to do inside, so that it is starting to permeate on the outside. So this candle burned clean, super clean. That's my thank you at the bottom, super clean. But I make sure that I'm aligned with gratitude. And my candles didn't always come out like this. You know, it took, they were burning black and everything else, child. It's like, oh girl, you ain't grateful for nothing. So I'm just saying that use that as you're going into this new moon energy. We're moving into the new moon energy because we're in full moon. But as you're moving and you're releasing, give gratitude for what you're releasing. Give gratitude to divine. Give gratitude to God. Give gratitude to your ancestors and angels and spirit guides who kept you and giving you the strength to keep going, to get to this leg of the race, to get this far on the journey. You know. All right, let's see what other angel messages we have for you. Thank you, archangels, ancestors, and spirit. Spiritual gifts. Spiritual gifts. Let's see what this is talking about. I'll read this out of the book. So you got, thank you, Archangel Raziel, for helping me channel my gifts and talents. So this speaks to this Eight of Pentacles here. Take pride in your excellent work. Practice makes perfect. And it goes back to this Three of Pentacles here, doing what you love. So that speaks to, that is what this is talking about. How do I use the gift of who I am to be, you know, to attract the love that I want, to attract the business partners that I want, to attract the wholeness and healing that I want for myself? How do I use who I am to do that? Okay? And you know we hear that saying, your gifts will make room for you. And they do. And can't nobody beat you at being you. You don't always have to look outside of yourself to find answers that exist within you. Okay? So let's see what this spiritual gifts. It says your spiritual gifts and talents are starting to come into alignment at this time. All right. Whether you realize it or not, you have the special ability to inspire others through your own personal achievements, goals, and lessons. Ask yourself how you can pass on any of your lessons to others in a gentle and supportive way. Also be aware as your psychic and intuitive abilities are strengthening. The angels are preparing preparing your energy to help you share. That's what I said. Water signs, we all about intuition. Okay? Whether you are a natural intuitive, psychic, dancer, writer, yoga teacher, or whatever, you have the natural ability to connect with spirit because you are spirit. You were also born with talents and gifts. You may not see them, but that doesn't mean they aren't there. Pay attention over the next few weeks to anyone asking you to show them something or help them with problems that you've already overcome in your own life. You have spiritual gifts coming into alignment, and Archangel Raziel wants to help you channel them. Go for it. That is why all this new opportunity is on the board for you. That's why I said, take note. Take this time, get your gratitude journal out tonight, and just write. It could be one thing that you expand on, that you're grateful for, that you have learned from the new moon cycle up into this full moon. You've come full circle. Now, what am I releasing? What am I releasing as I'm moving forward so that I'm making room to receive something else? If you are releasing a relationship that just isn't working, it just didn't pan out, that's okay. Spirit's like, let go. There's something more enriching waiting for you. Give gratitude for that. Give gratitude for every tear that you had to cry because you had to release it. Because it ain't easy. I don't care what it is. I don't care if it's walking away from a job, a loved one, a family member, whatever it is. It's never easy to have to let go of something. But this is the season and the cycle for doing that. The Spirit is saying you have the strength to do it, and you have their support as you are doing it. Okay? All right, let's see what else comes out for you. Let's get you a soul truth card. I always get these soul truths, so let's see what Spirit has to say. Thank you, Archangel Ancestor Spirit, guys. Thank you for guiding our lovely Pisces, Cancer, and Scorpio as they move into this from the full moon into the new moon. Show them what they need to see, what they need to release. What if it wasn't true? Does my life have room for more pleasure and play? Okay, let's start with what if it isn't true. What if it isn't true, what you're thinking about yourself, what you're thinking that you aren't strong enough to do, what you aren't equipped to do? That's what this Seven of Cups is to me. The thing that you are telling yourself right now, the concrete reason why you think you don't belong, you can't do it, you won't get there, you're not enough, or it's not, excuse me, or it's not for you. What if it wasn't true? What if it wasn't true? It's time for a soul chat. Close your eyes and put your hands on your heart and ask the wise one within, what if it wasn't true? What if it isn't true? What else might be possible? And journal the answer. What lie do I need to let go of to reach my soul's truth? Didn't I say how, when I'm talking about this clearing up communications with others, sometimes it's about clearing up how you talk to yourself. What truth and what lies you are feeding yourself. What can I let go? I'm telling y'all, it's so much for you to release. Release it. Because I'm telling you, when you don't release it, can't nobody put nothing in the hand that looks like this. Spirit can't put an opportunity there, can't put love there, can't put healing there, can't put health and help. Can't. Let it go so that something else better can be put in your hand, can be put on your path, can be put in your life. You fucking deserve it. Come on, all right? New cycle. Okay, so then you have, does my life have room for more pleasure and play? Well, do you think your life has more room for that? I think it does. I think that as you're on this cycle, as you're on this path, it doesn't mean that you have to be, and I'm preaching to the choir, I'm talking to myself too here, y'all, that you have to be all work and no play. Balance, equal give and take to yourself and to others too. Okay? So it says, in what area are you lacking pleasure right now? Maybe in certain relationships or with work. Is it possible to shift the seriousness of life to experiencing a more creative, wild, and playful side of you? What would happen if you added more play and laughter into your life? What area is lacking this right now? Take time to play. Let go of any need to produce anything. This reading is talking a lot about letting go. And it's perfect because that is what this season is about. That is what the full moon is about. Releasing, letting go. So I'm telling you what signs, get that journal out tonight. From now until the new moon, I think the new moon is it December 12th? I think it's December 12th. But moving from this season, this full moon, releasing, going into the new moon, because in the new moon, you're going to be bringing in, what am I creating? You know, so it's releasing in a new way. In the full moon, it's releasing as in letting go. And the new moon is releasing as in bringing in, as in, okay, this is the good I'm releasing out to the universe. This is what I want the universe to bring back to me. Okay? All right, let's get a couple of more cards, and I'll do some angel numbers for you. And we should, okay, here we go. So you got vitality. I'm a being of light. I accept the divine energy in my body, and every one of my cells regenerates. Renewal. New cycle. Transformative energy for you. New cycle, new season, new life. All right, let's get one more. Ooh, you got two, so we'll take those two. Okay, then you got the path to light. Water signs always get this card. I make the conscious choice to move forward toward the light one step at a time. Didn't I just say that? Progress. One step at a time. You got 1, 2, 3 here. I transform my weaknesses into strength. You got the strength card here. Into strength by mastering my thoughts. Did I just say that? What are you feeding yourself? What are you saying? What is that conversation, that dialogue within? What is that like? I overcome obstacles with positivity and acceptance. I develop my gifts and extend my light to everything, to every being unconditionally. Then you got this card about spiritual gifts here. Spirit got y'all. Let me tell you something, water signs. Y'all gonna be okay. You always gonna be okay. And then you got balance. Like I said, that equal give and take within and without. I find balance between each sphere of my life. I am the master of my daily life. I make time to nourish the spiritual and the physical. I bring love to my world by fulfilling the needs of my body and soul. What card did we just have that talks about this? It was a soul truth card about what you're lacking. Like I said, that equal give and take. You know, what you are giving yourself, what you're giving others, and what that looks like in the healing process. Don't be so serious all the time. Okay? Give yourself credit for what you've accomplished, how far you've come. Okay? Let's get a couple more cards and then we'll do some angel numbers. Thank you, archangels, ancestors, spirit guides. Then you have earth and ground, balance, connectedness. That to me is talking about, and that's more fire energy when I see this card. I think fire, more passion. But I think this is talking more about that connectedness with divine source, number one. And being in a place of stillness. Like not this, and then from this reading, it's not this erratic, I'm not picking up on this erratic, busy energy here. it's almost like you're moving forward at your own pace, at the right pace, and it's not chaotic. And I don't know if you feel like you're in a state of chaos, but this doesn't read like chaos. And you have this peace card out here, and that's what this reads like. So if you are feeling like you're in a space of chaos, Spirit is like that cloud is about to lift. Because this path that you're taking is about to make more sense to you. Things are about to start coming together, but you have to keep, Spirit is not telling you to stop doing the work that you're doing. Stay on the path and keep doing the work. But you have to have that groundedness, that connectedness to divine source, to spirit, to nature, to the universe, so that you know you have that source to draw from. That is your source to draw from. And that well is in you. That's not outside of you. Okay? So you're always connected to source. You're always connected to the answers. The resource, the ultimate resource. Okay? All right. Here we go. This is another confirmation to you. Spirit is saying surrender to play. That goes back to this. Work and play. Balance it. It's take a break from overthinking a goal. Do something fun. Play is a time of recreation and rejuvenation. So this kind of speaks to me, we're in that energy. We're in this season, the holiday season, where people are going out and, mingling more, interacting with people more and stuff like that. So I think this speaks to that. Being okay, because I know for myself, I've been working so hard on so many projects and so many things that I haven't given myself time to play. And to me, this is Spirit's way of telling all of us, take that time out. It's not going to hurt you to do it. It doesn't take away from you to take a break and enjoy yourself and spend time with people who align and who see your vision and your love and your giftedness and just the amazing person that you are. Okay? So in this season, Spirit is saying it's okay for you to do that. All right, let's get one more and then I'll do your spirits animal. Thank you, Archangels, Ancestors, Spirits, and Guides. What we got here? Ancestral wisdom. We are your ancestors and we love you. We walk the earth many years before you. We ask you at this poignant time to learn and grow from our past experiences. You are our legacy, and we will keep on helping you as we continue to evolve here in the spirit world. Another card, a message confirming that you are protected and guided. Like I said, by your ancestors, by the whole spirit realm, divine source, your angels. You are being guided on this path and protected. Okay. Let's get your spirit animal, and then we will do a couple of angel numbers for you. Thank you, Archangels, Ancestors, Spirits, Guides. What message do you have for my beautiful water signs, my Pisces, my Cancers, and my Scorpio, as they are moving through this full moon energy, coming full circle, moving into a new cycle? You got two. So you got two. You got the frog for prosperity, which goes back to, what card was that? This Three of Wands, prosperity, arising from wise planning. Okay? And it says, let go of the past and embrace change. That goes back to this card talking about release the past. Release the past. Embracing change. Okay? And then you have, it says, opportunities are close at hand. Hop into this new day with joy, abundance, and good fortune await you. There ain't never confirmation. You got all these aces out here. And then you got the eagle, mastery. And this goes back to that mastering yourself and mastering those spiritual gifts. And how you put them into effect in what it is that you desire to receive in this new cycle, okay? You are on a spiritual journey beyond the sky. Let go of the past and soar. You got so many cards that are talking about let go of the past. This whole reading has been about releasing and letting go. Okay? Don't say I didn't tell you. You are guided by the winds of spirit. Your wisdom inspires the world. Go on and get it. Go out there and do what you are great at. Water signs. You have it. You have that greatness already in you. Let go of what you don't need as you're moving forward. Take that inventory. Create that gratitude journal, intention. You got the number 6, I am nurturing. Your heart is your gift. You are a natural born nurturer and have a great talent for helping and healing others. You are the epitome of self-sacrifice and a protector of those you love. That is a water sign to the T. Right? Wear our heart on our sleeve, don't we? Let's give you a couple more. Thank you, Archangels, Ancestors, Spirit Guides. What other message do you have for my wonderful Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio as they are moving through this full moon energy? The number 13, I am confident. You are a conscious worker with a knack for coming up with creative ideas and turning them into something real. An optimistic but practical outlook keeps you determined and on track as you work steadily towards your goals. That goes back to this earth and ground energy. Keeping, as you're working on whatever it is you're working on, like I said, it doesn't matter if it's spiritual, emotional, financial, physical, whatever, making sure it's realistic and it's grounded into the right reality, right? Let's get you one more. So you got 6, 13. Be looking out for these angel numbers. You may already be seeing them. You may want to look them up and get more details on them. You can do Joanne's Sacred Scribes, or you can Google and see what comes up for these numbers. But number 6 and number 13, I'm nurturing number 6, and I am confident number 13. So make sure you look those up and see what other messages Spirit has for you. And then you got number 9, ending of a cycle. Ending of a cycle. Okay? It says, I am compassionate. It's your compassion that makes you shine. You are devoted to helping the greater good and have a strong talent for speaking up for others. Your soul is most satisfied when you are being of service. Doing what you love. Okay? All right, this is a message that I have for you. I hope that parts, if not all of it, resonates. Do remember to like, share, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you in the next video. Thank you.